As we approach 2025, I've decided it would be a good time to review each holding in my dividend portfolio to see if they still fit my strategy. Now, this won't be a deep dive or a detailed stock analysis by any means, but rather a simple evaluation to reflect on how each stock has performed and what I plan to do next. Do I want to sell, hold, or buy more of that particular stock? So throughout December, I'll be dedicating a video to each holding in my portfolio. And today, we're going to be looking at Vanguard's High Dividend Yield ETF, ticker symbol VYM. And I added this ETF to my portfolio for the diversification and because it's a solid option for generating reliable income while spreading out the risk. Vanguard is a well-respected name in the investing world, and VYM fits well into my strategy. So here's how VYM has performed for me so far. I've invested $765.62 into VYM. Now I have an average share price of $99.52. I currently hold 7.69312 shares, and as of recording, the total value of my position is $1,014.18. My overall gain is 41.51%, with $248.56 coming from market appreciation and $53.73 from dividends. The current dividend yield for VYM is 2.75%, and the 5-year dividend growth rate is 5.32%. And it's worth noting that all dividends I've received from VYM have been reinvested back into my ETF slice, which this position is a part of. However, because the other ETFs in this slice are set at a higher percentage, I haven't purchased additional shares of VYM directly with those dividends. VYM has performed great, and it really aligns perfectly with my current defensive strategy. ETFs like this are relatively safe investments compared to individual stocks, which makes them a great choice when trying to reduce risk while staying diversified. One of the standout features of VYM is that it holds 537 individual stocks inside the ETF, providing broad exposure to the market. That level of diversification make it a really strong foundation for any portfolio, and this ETF is Vanguard's, which is a trusted name in the industry. So for 2025, for now, I'm going to continue to hold VYM in my portfolio. It's been a solid performer, and I'm confident that it'll continue to do well in 2025. That said, in 2025, I do plan to take a closer look between how VYM compares to SCHD, which is another popular high dividend ETF that I also hold. So I plan to do a deep dive to determine whether it makes sense to hold both or focus on just one. For now though, I'm content with how VYM fits in my portfolio. Well, that's a wrap on my review of VYM. But let me ask, do you hold VYM? What are your thoughts on its long-term potential? Let me know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe and check back later where I'll review another holding in my portfolio.